All right, so I'm sorry, not record. All right, so we saw that those materials that I mentioned a while ago, I mean yesterday during our class, are very important to each one of us, especially in our houses and daily activities that we have. Very important, like glass. Glass is very important. Metal is very important. Plastic is very important. Wood is very important. Fabric is very important because we have the shirt that we are wearing this time because of the fabric. So in short, those materials that I mentioned last time are very, very important to each one of us. Very important. Okay. Okay, teacher. Okay, teacher. Okay. Now this time we will be talking about the properties of materials. Okay, we will be talking about the properties of each material. So each one of us, we have, each material has different properties, remember. But before this one, before we go on, before we proceed with our topic, I want you to watch this video. So we will go back to what the man is saying and saying to his presentation. He said that you can actually put the things in the same way, like for example, in the same properties. I mean, so like for example, if those things are bigger, you can put there like these are the bigger and these are the larger objects. These are the smaller objects. You can do that. You can do that, kids. And these are the smallest object. You can also put them in different colors, right? For example, these are the red colors, and these are the yellow colors, and these are the white colors. You can do that as well. And you can also do in the opposite way. You can do whatever you want to do actually in making that one. All right, so there are things that you have to consider when it comes to separating, when it comes to properties of each material. Okay, now here, now we will learn the vocabulary first in order for you to be familiar with the topic that we are going to talk about. Number one, here we have rough. Okay, rough. Say, I want you to follow rough. Okay, the translation is there. Number two, smooth. Smooth. Okay, smooth. And number three, we have hard. Hard. Okay, you can see the translation. It's hard. Next, we have soft. Soft. Okay, you have to follow with me and read it in your eyes, the translation. Next is number five, strong. Strong. And next we have number six. And number six we have weak. Weak. Okay, the translation is there. Number seven, remember these words. Number seven, we have flexible. Flexible. Okay, flexible. Flexible. See, the translation is there. Next we have, if there is flexible, of course, there is what? There is non flexible. Okay, non-flexible. You can see that one. You can see that one there. And number nine, we have, what is number nine? Number nine is elastic. Number nine is elastic. And number 10, we have the opposite of elastic. What is the opposite of elastic? Of course, not elastic. Okay, that's the opposite one. And we have also here number 11, waterproof. Waterproof. You know already what is waterproof because I write there the translation in Thai. All right, so another thing, we have not waterproof. Not waterproof. So you know it already. What are those? What are the meaning of those things? Okay. So we have also here the last but not the least, colors. Okay. Um, you can do it also by colors. By colors. Okay, remember kids, you can do it as well by their colors. Okay, I will not show you what are the colors because you know already what are the colors of each material. Okay, so here we go. Again, we will go back to number one. We have the smooth, a rough, rough, say rough. Number two, we have smooth, smooth. And number three, we have hard, hard. And number four, we have soft, soft. And number, what is that? Number five. Yeah, number five, we have strong, strong. And number six, we have weak, weak. Number seven, flexible. I want you to memorize this one. All right, so number eight, we have not flexible. And number nine, we have elastic. Number 10, we have not elastic, the opposite of elastic. Number 11, we have waterproof. And number 12, we have not waterproof. And last but not the least, number 13, colors. Okay, number one here. We will be talking about the texture of each object. Now, if we talk about texture, of course, we are going to look at the roughness and the smoothness of an object. The first one here is rough. We can discover the object if it is rough or smooth. By what? By touching it. By touching it. So this object that you can see in your screen are both rough. Okay, those things that you can see in the screen are both rough object. Next, we have example of rough object. What are the examples? We have here the wood. Okay, the wood that is very rough if you are going to touch it. Okay, if you are going to touch the wood, it's rough. Next we have what? We have the stone. Of course, the stone is also belongs to rough object. Okay, rough object. And also we have next to this is the sponge. Of course, the sponge is what I have told you a while ago. Sponge are also rough if you are going to touch it. Okay, next we have this one. If you're going to touch this one, it is also rough. Now let's proceed to smooth. Smooth. This object is smooth. This object are smooth, actually smooth. If you are going to touch it, it's smooth. Next, the marbles are smooth. Mirror is smooth. Car is smooth. You're going to touch the car. Next, number two, we have hardness. Okay. Next, number two, we have hardness. If we talk about hardness, of course, we are going to consider the hard and soft. Okay, you can see that the father is sleeping on the floor, and we know that the floor is hard, and the baby sleeps on the bed, and we know that the bed is soft. See, which is better, hard or soft? Of course, soft, because you can feel the comfort. You're always comfortable if you're going to sleep in in sleep on. I mean, sleep on soft object. Next, we have the hard chair and soft sofa. Both of them are like, so was a chair, but the other one, the difference between the two is that the other one is hard and the other one is soft. And here we go. The first one here, we can see that the hard bench is made of wood. And the other one, the sofa, is made of something else which is smooth or soft. That is why I like to sleep. I like to sit down on a sofa. And I know that you like to sit down in a sofa as well. Next is number 3. Number 3 is strength. Strength. All right. So I am strength. I have a lot of strength. That means you are strong. And if you don't have strength anymore, you are weak. Look at these two material or object. I mean, two objects. I mean, so the first object, the man is standing still because this object, this chair is made of wood. And that wood and wood, I know, and we know that wood is made of wood is strong, and we know that wood is strong. But the other one made of plastic, and plastic is not that strong as wood, but not all. Some plastics is not strong as what? As not strong as wood. So the reason why the man is falling down because of the weakness of this material. See that? What about these two boxes? These two boxes are made of different what? Different materials. All right. So we'll show you. The first one here, the color red, is made of what? Made of wood. And the other one is made of styrofoam. So as you can see, based on the picture, kids, which of them is strong? Of course, the box, which is made of what? Made of a wood. So that's the difference between the two. So here, as we can see, the strong one is the object which is made of metal, and the weak one are the objects which is made of what? Made of wood. But this one is the smaller pieces of wood. So as you can see the difference, this one is strong and the other one are weak. See, that's the difference between the two objects. Those are properties. Those are called and that is called property. Number 4, we have flexibility. Now, what is flexibility? It is the ability of materials to what? To be flexible at all time. Example, the boy is holding a stick which is flexible. Flexible, it can be like that. And not flexible object, you cannot fold it. You cannot fold it. So that's the difference between the two. You can also separate the flexible material and also a not flexible material. That is called properties. Next, number 5, elasticity. Elasticity. What is elasticity? From the word elastic, from the root word elastic. Now, what is elasticity? Elasticity is divided into two. We have the elastic and not elastic. The first one, the boy, look at the face of the boy. The boy is laughing. The boy is smiling, showing a half face because he's holding an elastic material, or shall we say object. What about the other boy? The boy is showing a struggling face because he's holding a not elastic object. So see the difference? You are going to separate also the materials or to segregate the materials based on their elasticity. If it is elastic, all of the elastics are there. All of the not elastics are there. So you can separate the things like that. We have here, rubber band is elastic. Car tube or motorcycle tube is elastic as well. Key is not elastic. Knot is not elastic. And what about number 6? Absorbency. From the word absorbent. Absorbent. From the word absorb itself. Okay, what do you mean by absorb? It is the ability to take in water. Take in layman's term, means drinking water. Okay, in layman's term, drinking water. So this time, we are going to look at the absorbency of each material, or the ability to sip water or to take in water themselves. The first one here, the boy is in hurry because the picture shows that the boy is wearing a not waterproof material or object, while the girl is smiling because the girl is wearing a waterproof object. See the difference? See the difference, kids? Yes, the difference is that the boy on the other side is in hurry because he is scared that his dress or his garments will be what? That his garment will be what? Will become wet because of the water from the rain. The water from the rain. Right. So another one here. The umbrella is waterproof, as we know that one, right? Umbrella is always waterproof. Remember this one, kids. Umbrella is a waterproof, while the tissues are not waterproof. Next, we have number 7, colors. Colors is also important. It's what I have told you. You can segregate the material based on their properties. Like for example, this is the color red. You can separate the color red. You can separate the color orange. You can separate the color yellow. You can separate the color green. And you can also separate the color blue, and so on and so forth. You can separate the things based on their colors as well. Not only the things that I mentioned a while ago, but also this thing. Okay? Okay. All right, so let's try this one. Let's see if you can answer this one, right? All you have to do is that you are going to raise your hand if you want to answer. Don't worry, I will help you. I will help you by this, of course. Right? Just raise your hand using the reaction buttons there so that I can recognize you easily. Because if you will not use the platform, you will not click the reaction button. Maybe I cannot recognize you. So are you ready? So if you're ready, then say, I'm ready. All right, so number 1. So look at this. What is the texture of the sword? What is the texture of the sword? If you was a texture, if it is rough or smooth, what do you think? Is it rough or smooth? Ellen? Yes, Ellen?
Rough.
Think it again. This is a sword. What do you think is it? Rough or smooth? Sword is smooth. Okay, Ellen, thank you, Ellen. Sword is smooth. If you're going to touch the sword, it's smooth, right? Touch the sword. The sword is smooth. Okay, not rough. Sword is not rough. It's smooth. It's okay. Yeah. What about the hardness? Is it hard or weak? Okay, you can answer now. Is it hard or weak? The hardness. Milene, ay Mylene. Yeah, Milene, right? Milene, yes? Is it hard or weak?
Hard.
Hard. Hard, very good. Your answer is correct. I'm sorry. Answer is correct. Next, what about the strength? Is it strong or weak? Strong or weak? Ying, yes, Ying.
Strong.
Wrong. Thank you. Your answer is correct. Next. Oh, sorry. Next, we have flexibility. Is it flexible? Is it flexible or not flexible? Flexible like that? Flexible or not flexible? Tanam?
Not flexible.
Not flexible. Your answer is correct. Next, elasticity. Elasticity like that. Elasticity. Is it elastic or not elastic? Okay, Milene again. Milene? Raise your hand, please. Milene. Elastic or not elastic?
Not elastic.
Not elastic. Very good. Your answer is correct. Oh, sorry. What about absorbance? Absorbency. Is it waterproof or not waterproof? Ellen? Ellen? Waterproof or not waterproof?
Not waterproof.
Okay. The sword is what? I will explain to you. Waterproof, the water will not, it will not seep water. But if you will say not waterproof, that means, if you say not waterproof, that means they will absorb the water. They will take in the water. Okay, what is the correct answer? The sword, look at the sword. Ching, 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 ching. Is it waterproof or not waterproof?
Not waterproof.
Not waterproof. Thank you very much. Your answer is correct. Next, what are the colors? What are the colors? Who can tell me? We don't have time actually. Yeah, this is the last. What are the colors? Yes, girl.
Black.
Black. It's not black. It's not black. It's gray and,
What?
or shall we say silver and? Silver and, okay, Milene, yeah, hey, sorry. Milene, yes.
Yellow.
Silver
Gray
and,
yellow.
gray and yellow or silver
Gray
and
and
gold. Thank you. Gray and yellow and or silver and gold. Thank you. Thank you so much because we don't have time and I hope that you learned something about this topic, the properties of materials. You can segregate the materials based on their hardness, based on their strength, based on their flexibility, based on their elasticity, based on their absorbency, and based on their colors. You can do that in your houses as well. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming today. And sawadee ka po. And goodbye, everybody. See